Hello and welcome to today's episode. I'm super stoked for this topic. We're going to be talking about why you keep attracting the same problems. And before we dive into today's episode, a quick announcement. We are open for enrollment into the Peak Prosper 2.0 Men's Transformation Program. If you'd like to learn more about that and connect with us for a one-on-one call, just go ahead and book a call. We'll drop a link in the show notes. And without further ado, Mike, let's drop into today's topic. Why do you keep attracting the same problems? And why don't you kick us off by just sharing a little bit about this? I mean, is it just luck or is it fate that attracts the same problems into one's life or career?
Yes, there is no such thing as fate or luck, because there is no one that is like manipulating you, right? There's no one above you. Like, you're not on a puppet string and there's someone like being like, all right, Scott, I'm gonna twist this one here and boom, these things happen to you. We are a part of nature. Nature is a system. It has its own rules, okay? And we are a part of nature. The reason that humans say things like luck or fate, I was just unlucky, is that we lack understanding as to how a certain event happened in our life. Now, let me say this, Scott, or you're driving home and you get into a car accident or something like that. We say this, I was unlucky, right? What we really mean to say is I'm just unfortunate. This is an unfortunate circumstance. But in the same way that an eagle has its nest in a tree and a heavy storm comes and it blows the nest out of the tree and it kills 3 soon-to-be bald eagle chicks, right? It's not that it was unlucky that a storm came, because a storm has always come, right? It was just an unfortunate circumstance, a product of nature. Now, when we think about problems in our life, I'm not talking now about car accidents. I just wanted to show this principle here, all right? When we keep experiencing the same problems in life over and over again, the reason why we feel like it's luck, fate, or chance is because we lack awareness as to how these problems have manifested in our life. So that's really what that means. A wise person, a person with wisdom and insight, is really just someone with concrete, crystal clear awareness. So that is really the key differentiator here. There is no mysterious force against you in life. And although at times it can really, really feel like that, what we're truly lacking is awareness. We're truly lacking clarity. So, yeah.
Mike, we really do live in a cause and effect world, right? I mean, the cause of the nest falling out of the tree was the storm. The effect was the nest falling, right? The cause of the accident was either me making a bad decision or another driver making a bad decision. The effect was the car accident.
Yeah.
So my question for you now is, what does this look like if somebody continues to experience the same bad thing over and over again, or maybe a series of things that are unfortunate occurrences in one's life, experiencing what they perceive as roadblocks and life just smacking them in the face?
As you said brilliantly, better than I did, is that we live in a cause and effect world. Again, nothing is happening by a mysterious force. Now, in essence, life is a mystery, right? However, it's cause and effect. So we know that because of cause and effect, that the inner creates the outer. Just as there are outer laws to success. So for example, the entrepreneur who wants to run his own business successfully, experience more time freedom, make the amount of money he wants to live an abundant lifestyle, etc. He needs the external laws to success. He needs good sales, marketing, right? He needs those things, some business strategy, right? But equally or far greater of importance is the inner laws. And the inner laws create the outer laws. So for a person to have good sales skills, he needs to have good inner skills. So for example, if he has a toxic internal belief around money, money's the root of all evil. There's not there's only so much to go around, or he believes things like filthy rich or the rich are evil, greedy snobs. How do you think that that person is going to do when it comes to sales? Every time that that person takes in some money, it's going to go right out the door. Why? Subconsciously, he believes that money is evil, right? How can you have something if you believe that it's evil? The reason that we continue to experience and attract the same problems in life is ultimately due to our programming. We have faulty programming. And what is coming from the programming? Think about it this way. The way that humans operate in the world is our thoughts lead to our feelings lead to our actions, and our actions lead to our results. Where do our thoughts come from? Right? Which is ultimately like these beliefs, our programming. All right. And our programming is what we've heard throughout life, right? What we've seen kind of typically from our parents and friend groups and society and culture, and then experiences, things that we've truly experienced. So if, for example, Scott, that you grew up as a kid, and let's say that your dad had this dream of becoming an entrepreneur, and he quit his job and he went all in to become an entrepreneur. And let's say he failed. All right. And it was an extremely emotional event for your family at that time. And, money was super tight and your family went into scarcity for a year or two. And it was just extremely stressful. And you remember that experience. What is going to happen when you have your dream of becoming an entrepreneur? That every single time you get just close enough to follow through with your idea, you quit, you stop, you pull the plug, and you wonder, why do I continue to self-sabotage myself? Because of the programming. You have some beliefs that, becoming an entrepreneur is risky, or most businesses fail, or following your purpose and passion is risky. That a lot of people still believe that, which is madness. But we have these deep-seated beliefs in our subconscious mind that create emotion. And as I explained before, humans take action this way. Thoughts lead to feelings. Feelings lead to your actions. If you have a thought or belief that following my dream and passion is risky, and it creates feelings of anxiety or stress, you're not going to go do that. No matter how much you say it's a dream, if you view your dream as dangerous and risky and, oh my gosh, like I don't really know about that. Why would a human go to take action on something they fundamentally don't want to do? They don't. This is why people continue to experience the same results over and over and over and over again in their life. If you want to move to a higher level in life and tap into the highest levels of satisfaction, fulfillment, happiness, and your ultimate version of success, you have to change the programming.
Well said, Mike. I do think we should make a distinguishment between beliefs and facts, right? I mean, fact is most businesses do fail. Fact also is my dad wasn't an entrepreneur, but most businesses fail, right? Is a fact. But a belief is most businesses fail, therefore I am going to fail if I try to start a business. And if we're running on that belief system, that programming, we will only think thoughts in alignment with that belief. We will feel things in alignment with the thoughts that fuel that belief. And we won't take the actions to actually start our own business because we'll believe that we're going to fail if we actually begin to do this. Mike, what else can I do about this if I'm stuck in what I'm starting to realize now is faulty programming that's basically just recreating the same undesirable, unfortunate experiences in my life and my career?
Yes. Before I touch on that, I want to say something. Everything becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So yes, on a surface level as fact, most businesses fail. The reason why most businesses continue to fail is because most people believe that they fail. So if society holds a belief that most businesses fail and they look at the numbers, then yes, most businesses will continue to fail until the belief is changed. Fundamentally, the programming of society. So like if the education changes, if the programming changes, if the way that people think about starting a business changes and you get people the right knowledge and education, both internally and externally, most businesses wouldn't fail, right? And it's the same thing with 80% of people working in jobs that are unfulfilling and unsatisfying. The problem isn't jobs, right? The problem is what is happening at the programming level. You can train the human mind to do anything. It is a computer. To go into your question now, it is a computer that if we can understand how the mind works, the patterns of our mind, and utilize the subconscious mind rather than our mind controlling us, you want to think about becoming the master rather than the servant, you can literally change, you can literally create the reality that you do want. You can create the life that you do want. Why do we know this? Well, Scott, we've both done it, and we've also taught it to countless men, right? And you can go look at the reviews page on our website, peakprosper.com. I think it's /reviews, that we are just learning the wrong education. We want to begin to harness the power of our own mind. So if we're talking about changing beliefs here, if we're talking about changing the programming, a simple thing to do is really good exercise is to just write out, okay, what are some of my desires? Right? What are some of my desires that are happening right now? Like, what do I want in my life? Write out a few things. Now, the next thing that you can do is say, okay, what do I really believe about achieving these things? And then these limiting beliefs are going to come up. I'm not worthy enough. I don't have enough money, blah, 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 blah. Ask yourself, where did I get that belief from? Like, where did this belief even come from? Okay, now you've identified the source of the programming. You will start to realize then that it's not actually you, right? It's actually something that you've heard, seen, experienced. Now, final step. What you can do is, okay, look at the original desire that you have here. What is one thing in life that you can use as proof? In order to change a belief, your subconscious mind needs proof, all right? You can say an affirmation like, I am making $10,000 a month. Your subconscious mind knows. It says, bull crap, right? It knows. You can't lie. You can't trick it, but you can give it what it needs. The mind needs proof. So what you can do to find proof is, let's say, for example, you want to start your own coaching business. And you're like, oh, I don't really know if I'm like, people are going to value me or if I feel worthy enough, whatever. Go look at someone that you've helped in life for free, right? Because if you want to become a coach, you most likely are someone that already gives advice anyways. You probably just have that intuitive draw. And then to helping people, go look and find people in your life that have been like, yo, Mike, you've really helped me with this, blah, 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 blah. And then you can say, hey, hold on a second. I helped Joe with XYZ. And he said, hey man, like, you're really good. You're a really good support system, etc. Hey, hold on. That's proof. I've already helped people in my past. That's proof that I can help more people. Okay. And now you actually have some solid basis for the mind. So this is just a beginning stage, Scott. I think what we'll do is we have to record more podcasts, obviously, on shifting beliefs and leveraging the power of your subconscious mind. However, this is a starting point. You have to realize that in order to reprogram yourself to what you do want, right, you have to give the mind proof.
Amazing, Mike. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom around shifting beliefs today and helping us to stop attracting undesirable experiences in our lives. A couple of additional resources we want to give you guys, the listeners of our show. Today, we are running a workshop called How to Build Unstoppable Confidence and Achieve Your Everest-Sized Goals. There will be a registration link in the notes below this episode. You'll definitely want to check that out. And lastly, we have an open enrollment for the Peak Prosper Men's 2.0 Transformation Program. If you'd like to take a deeper dive into transforming your career, finding meaningful work, and ultimately achieving your full potential, living a life aligned with your purpose, and you'd like to learn more about our program, go ahead and book a call with our team. There will be a link in the notes below this show as well. Lastly, if you got any value out of this podcast, please write us a review, share it with your friends. Have a great day. Peace.
Thanks, guys.